The video games industry is one of the most innovative and fastest growing industries in the world. The men and women of this industry work tirelessly to provide entertainment for the masses, and some of these provide the music that we love, music that we listen to when we're enjoying ourselves playing those video games, music that we love, music that we listen to when we're enjoying ourselves listening to video games. Do we even know who these people are? No. Would video games be the same without them? No. What you're about to hear?
Good evening and welcome to another episode of The Average Giants.
Welcome to Celebrity Jeopardy!
I'm your host. Honestly though, I am one of the hosts here. My name is The Average Gamer, and joining me as always is Some Guy.
Some Guy! How's it going? I'm Some Guy.
Hi.
You can call me Giant. You can call me Giant.
Call you Giant?
Call me Giant.
Cool, Giant. Do you know what we're playing today?
We are playing Hello Kitty's Adventure Island again.
Yep, that's exactly what the screen says.
Yep, Dimension Drive and the Weaponographist.
I'm actually pretty excited because Dimension Drive has a Kickstarter going on right now that we're going to be talking to the developers about. As well, the Weaponographist launched on Steam. So both of those should be some pretty good conversations to have.
Indeed.
Quite. That being said, let's give the developers of Dimension Drive a call here real quick. And we can say hi. Let's maybe turn the game. Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you guys doing?
Hi. Fine.
Great. So who exactly are we talking to? I know you're Two Awesome Studios.
Yeah, that's right. I'm David, half of Two Awesome Studio.
I'm Alejandro, and I would say the other half.
And so, where are you guys from?
Well, we are from Spain, but we are actually in the Netherlands, living there.
Wow.
Very cool. I don't think we've had anybody call us from the Netherlands yet.
No. What time is it there, if you don't mind me asking?
It's pretty late or pretty early, depending on how you consider that.
Oh man.
It's 3 a.m. in the middle of the night.
Oh wow. Boy. So we really thank you for being up.
Yeah, that's crazy. Before we get started, do you guys mind giving us like a quick synopsis of what Dimension Drive is?
Yeah, Dimension Drive is a mix of several genres. It's a game where we've put all the things that we love together, I would say. So it's a game about space, aliens, teleportation, science fiction, comic books, and female heroes. All together in a dual battlefield shooter that mixes that with puzzles and strategy of organizing your energy on both sides.
Cool.
That is a lot. That is ambitious.
Yeah, it's quite complex to explain. It's easier actually to see and play.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why we're just gonna probably jump into it and see what we can do here. And
so I see there's arcade mode and modern mode. We'll probably start with arcade mode.
All right. Just for you to know, the main difference is arcade is more old style, so it's more difficult, and modern is just with a shield. So.
Oh, okay.
So the first question here is, what is the inspiration for this game?
This game started as a small hobby sometime at the end of 2013, and the idea for the game was we wanted to do a shoot 'em up, because we were playing at that time some shoot 'em ups from the past, remembering our childhood, and we decided, okay, let's do a quick shoot 'em up in a couple of evenings, and let's call it a day, right? So we did it, and when we put it on the TV, we saw, because we did a vertical shoot 'em up, what we saw is that there was a lot of empty space on the sides of the screen, and we didn't like it. And So we started iterating on crazy ideas of what to do with all that extra space. And then I don't know if it was me or Alejandro that found that video. Alejandro?
Yeah, I would say the video was the key. We saw
Yeah.
a Japanese guy playing an old arcade game. I don't remember which one. He was playing 2 players at the same time. With,
Oh,
let's
wow.
say, the arcade controllers, both at the same time, and it was amazing, that guy. Just dodging the bullets, and
Yeah.
we thought, why not?
Yeah, it was a
Let's
single-
Let's go
I think-
crazy.
Yeah, it was a single person playing co-op with 2 ships and 2 joysticks at the same time, and that Japanese guy was nailing it. So we said, let's do that, and we did that, and it was unplayable.
I remember watching that too.
Let's be
That
honest,
was,
let's be
that was
honest,
one of those
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was all broke. It was impossible to play that unless I guess unless you have like superhuman capabilities, it's impossible to play like that guy we saw on YouTube playing. And and then we started to iterate on the concept and tweak it until we added teleportation, and then we have 2 games, but as you switch from one to the other, you are not playing both with 2 different ships at the same time all the time.
Yeah, I think
So
that's
that's-
a pretty fun idea. It's kind of, in my eyes, it's somewhat comparable to a Ikaruga style
I
game,
was gonna bring up Ikaruga,
except
actually.
2 screens instead of one, which is pretty cool in itself.
Yeah, and you still get this really cool like bullet style or bullet hell style game, but you kind of have to. Oh dang! I keep dying when I'm trying to talk. You have to kind of figure out which side is going to be safer or what you want to kill and how you want to kill
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I would say at the beginning you will go for safer, but as soon as you get confident with the game and you want to do the high score, you will try to find your path to kill them all actually. And so you get more higher high score, and so you beat your friends actually.
Okay, so
At the beginning it's just avoiding them, and then
one important question I guess we should ask right now, just for average's sake, where's the hitbox on this ship?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
The hitbox is actually a small circle around the cabin, so you can graze the bullets, but it's not like in a Japanese bullet hell that the hitbox is the size of a point. It's a bit
yeah.
a trade-off between classical and bullet hell. So you can graze the bullets, but not so much as you would do in a Japanese shoot 'em up.
Interesting. And so, for people that who are watching as well, to switch between the screens, it's actually up to the player. Like it's an actual button that I'm pressing to do that.
Yeah, you have 2 buttons on the game.
Yeah.
Fire and switch.
Yeah, which is cool. So let's talk about the Kickstarter a little bit too. Would you mind linking the Kickstarter, Giant?
Yes.
So I'd love to. I know you guys have the Kickstarter live right now. So anybody that's watching, or if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to go and check out the links below or the links in chat to check out the Kickstarter, because I'd love to see this game have a successful Kickstarter.
Oh, thank you.
we also want to do that.
We would love that also.
There it is.
So one thing I wanted to chat about, it looks like I have a bar that's it drains my ammo, but it's different per screen. So does it like recharge when I'm not on the left screen or when I'm not on the right screen?
Well, what you're playing now is an alpha, and the concept that it's behind at the moment goes like this. So when you are fighting on one side, you are consuming energy from the side you are on, and when you kill enemies, you get energy back for the other side.
Oh,
Oh, so it just
interesting.
swaps between the two?
Yeah, and then you've got
Yeah.
to balance it.
Yeah, so that's how it works. And that's meant to avoid that you stay all the time on a single side.
How
But
interesting.
but we are thinking. That's why I say that this is an alpha, because we are thinking on expanding the concept, and we'll probably go towards a mix of energy management instead of what we have now that only relies on you killing enemies. So what we will probably do is that we will reward you with energy when you kill enemies, and also it will automatically increase the energy on the side that you are not at the current moment, so that even if you don't kill enemies, you still get some energy back.
Oh,
Because
cool.
otherwise, at the moment it may get too punishing if you start shooting and miss all your shots. Let's say you could end up without energy at some points.
Cool.
We'll try to avoid that so the player doesn't stay, so never stays with energy. Nothing to do, just only dying.
So now you have to deal with an asteroid field.
Well, I love the lighting effects in this second level here. What engine is the game made in?
This is done in Unity.
Oh wow, okay. Is the Unity 5?
Yeah, that's Unity 5, but all the art style and all the graphics that you see, this is done in Unity, of course, but what you are seeing is thanks to our lead artist, Max Hyder, has done a really cool job implementing this styling here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It is a fairly unique animation style in my
I
opinion.
suck.
And you do suck too, but that's okay because. So right now we get to see 2 levels of it.
Yeah, and this alpha has 2 levels.
Okay.
They are not like level 1 and level 2. They are different stages of the game, but wanted to show different parts. So it's not like the first level is the first level in the game, and then the second one is, as you can see, a bit more difficult than the other one because we wanted to show something a bit more challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, if you pay an eye now in the menu, you will see that it says level 1, 1 and level 1, 2 and level 2, 2.
Yeah.
So that's actually the second level in the first world and the second level in the second world
Oh, cool.
that you have in this alpha.
Cool. And what?
So that's why you see such a drastic difference between the two.
Interesting. Jeez. Every time I open my mouth, I die.
It's good. It's fine. It's all right. It just means it'll last a bit longer.
I was gonna ask what platforms you guys have planned when the game does launch, or what are you guys aiming for at least?
We are aiming at least for all the PC platforms, so PC, Windows, Mac, and Linux.
Oh, okay.
That's our target at the moment. It really depends. I mean, if we manage to secure the funding that we need and maybe even get some extra funding and then license for the platforms, we could consider porting to consoles. But that's something that we will consider afterwards. Of course.
Yeah, definitely. And how about controller support?
Well, it's actually in there at the moment. I don't know.
Okay.
You are playing with keyboard?
Yes. Yeah, but our controller is a third party, so I wasn't sure if it would have worked.
Now we'll have to implement more. So right now it's only supporting natively the Xbox 360 controller.
Mm-hmm.
But in the future we plan to support more controllers.
There's a question in the chat. It says, Sepper of YR, I'm not sure if I said that right, but it says, is it okay to stream the alpha build?
Yes, of course. If you are a YouTuber or a streamer and want to show it, that's all the best for us. I mean, we need as much publicity as we can get on this game now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, Ian. Maybe provide a link too, if you don't mind, to the alpha build.
Would you guys post a link and I'll just re-link it so it can be clickable?
Yeah. Second.
1 second. You doing it?
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay.
And if you're watching on YouTube, we'll try and put that.
But I would say we are uploading the build that you are seeing at the moment.
This is
it's being uploaded right now. So
this is
if
a
you
pretty
go,
new build.
yeah, just like 30 minutes ago. So if you go to this link that I posted, it will be there a bit later.
Ooh.
Still uploading.
So, how many levels do you have planned for the game on release?
We plan to do at least 4 worlds with at least 4 levels per world, so that would top up at around 16 levels.
Oh, cool.
And there's going to be a full-on story to go along with it as well?
Yeah, that's what we plan. I mean, we want to do that in between the levels, and also as you are seeing inside the levels. You have seen that when you die, for example, you get some what you are seeing right now, that you get the main protagonist and and her body talking.
And always funny
So that-
things to say too.
And you plan with it when it comes to the story? Are you going to actually get voice acting for it, or is it just going to be animations or pictures?
We would like to have voice acting also, yes.
Man, sometimes I like the difficulty in this game because it's really hard to pay attention to both screens at the same time.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, get ready to jump. Okay, I'm ready to jump. Oh, they're already shooting me on the other side.
Also, yours
Snap.
is. I'm gonna say yours is the first true shmup we've had on.
Yeah, it really is the first.
We had
shmup.
Lost Orbit, but that's.
Do you know they're think they're launching soon?
Oh.
Yeah, we should give them a chance.
Yeah, you are the first. I'm pretty sure yours is the first
true
true shmup that we've had, and I've been wanting to get him on for a while because I talked to this one guy who actually does a YouTube series called what was it the Five Circles of Bullet Hell or whatever it is,
Oh yeah.
and he likes to really emphasize how unique and different all shoot 'em ups are versus one versus another.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so seeing this is just one of the prime examples of how you can take the age-old concept of the shoot 'em up and make it very
So
unique in
unique.
its own, and make it just as playable as any other one. And
I was looking at the other screen.
We definitely tried that. So when we started designing the game at the beginning, our idea was to do something at least a bit different from everything you have seen before, because we wanted to give a small more thought about the shoot 'em ups genre.
and how long has the game been in development for?
Around 1 year, because we started, as I said, at the end of 2013, and at the beginning it was only Alejandro and me that we started doing this, and now at the beginning of the year of 2015 we team up with a group of artists and musicians to bring the quality of the game to the vision that we had, because Alejandro and I are both engineers, so we are mostly on programming and game design, not on art. So we needed to team up with these guys, and we were really lucky to have to find such talented artists that wanted to work with us.
Definitely.
I mean, we had already a demo last year that was with a totally different art, but the gameplay was more or less what you are seeing here. But in terms of art, it was crap compared to this.
I would say last year we did like a concept, so we proved like what we wanted to do, and at the beginning of this year we like kind of reboot the thing from the beginning almost from scratch, and we did that since let's say January, February. So what you're seeing now is what we did from February.
Yes,
say. Right, David?
Crazy.
Yeah, because you actually we rebooted the full source code because we wanted to optimize it, so we threw away everything we had.
I'm glad you're playing this because I know that I probably suck just as much.
I need to beat it. I'm sure
You're actually getting closer to the end, so
Yeah, I'll get there. I'm sure you guys are asked this quite a lot, but have you any plans of like any kind of multiplayer?
we would like to do 2-player mode local.
And you just
and
do
actually that's actually one of the stretch goals of our Kickstarter.
Cool. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
And you would just make it so that like one person controls one screen.
Not really. I mean, we have several ideas, and we would like to throw them to our community and ask them what they want from all these ideas that we have. But the main idea that we have is to have 2 ships, and every player will control one, and they both could jump and so switch to any of the 2 screens, and maybe have them sharing the energy, so that they had to collaborate. And I mean, you would be playing right there with your buddy and telling him, okay, now you take the right, I take the left, and help me out here. Switch to the other side. I'll take those guys, or let's come both on this side and hit this enemy now. So things like that. We wanted to be really collaborative.
Yeah, that's such an interesting idea. Oh no! I knew it was happening too. Man.
Yeah, I would only guess that you might have a bit of a better idea, or better abilities with a controller versus with a keyboard, just for precision.
Yeah, the game is much better with the controller.
Oh yeah.
Or at least I prefer it. Or at least I prefer it with the controller.
I wouldn't say that, David.
Yeah, I guess to each its own. I mean, there are players for every kind of control.
Exactly. Because the other day we were playing at your place, and when I got home, I started playing again with the keyboard, and I felt much more confident. I don't know. It's a matter of preference, I think, at the end.
Yeah.
Tell us about the music in the game.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Thanks.
Thank you.
The music is done by Jose Mora and by Daniel Polman. They are two composers from here in the Netherlands. Jose has worked in several games in the past. Maybe one of the most known ones, probably you know Phoenix Rage.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah. So he's the composer of Phoenix Rage.
Oh, okay, cool.
And Daniel Polman works in Dutch television, so he does music for TV series and spots and things like that.
Oh, cool.
So Daniel will be in charge of doing the music for the cutscenes that will be more cinematic and more TV-like, let's say, or movie-like, I would say. And Jose will do the music in the levels. That's what you are hearing now in the current level. It's Jose's music.
And when it came to the
And you completed the level, yes.
and when it came to the music, did you just give them did you give them just I want to hear this, and then you just gave them sort of free range on what they were going to make, or did you give them more of a guidance on what you were expecting?
We'll say
actually,
it's like an iteration. We design the level, then let's say they see it, and we both together, so we all together, I would say, design the music. So they see this level is a bit more darker, so Jose does a more darker music, right, David?
Yeah, but I think the question goes more into do we have a very big input on the music decision? I would say no. It's more Jose and Daniel doing their thing. They show it to us, and then if we like it, we go with that one.
Cool.
And I mean, we trust them. I mean, they are musicians, so they are supposed to know better than us what fits the game. So, as Alejandro was saying, we show them the levels and what we have in mind for them, and then they come up with the ideas for the music, and we debate in the team if they fit or not. But that's more or less how it's done. And again, for the music, if you in one of the Kickstarter updates, Jose actually discussed what he has in the plan, because we have like 3 different types of levels, more or less. So we have the shooting levels, that is what you are playing now. We have puzzle levels, or that we call puzzle levels, the ones that you have seen later with the rocks and all these environmental things around you. That it's not just about shooting, but also dodging all these labyrinths and mazes that we have with the environment. And then we have defense levels where you have to defend a position. And Jose wants to do different kind of music for the different types of levels, so that when you hear the music, you already know what you are getting into, right?
That's a really cool way to identify with your levels too.
Oh, okay.
I see somebody's asking in the chat if the music will be available as a separate.
I already replied, but
yeah, we actually have one of the tires in the Kickstarter comes with the music.
Maybe link that Kickstarter again
Linking the Kickstarter. Oh,
for the people that weren't here before.
find it. Scrolling.
And I'm going for high scores.
So what has been the hardest thing that you've had to do in the development of the game so far? Whether it be like storyline or gameplay mechanics or just the level designs.
Well, I guess to each member of the team a different thing, of course. I mostly do the game design and the level design plus some coding, and Alejandro does mostly all the code of the game,
All the
so
magic.
I guess all the magic. So I guess for him it's more it's more coding has been more difficult, and for me level design is more the difficult thing.
I would say.
But yeah,
for me,
I guess one of the things that is difficult in this game, and that maybe goes for all shoot 'em ups, is balancing and getting the difficulty and the just at the right level, I would say. Because if you go too far, then it becomes impossible. If you make it too easy, it becomes boring. So there is a very fine line there of when it becomes fun and when it doesn't.
And have you guys been doing kind of the play testing yourselves, or do you rely like on your community to do it, or how's that done?
We do both. We play test it a lot ourselves before releasing anything, which has not been the case tonight, of course, because you got it like 30 minutes after we finished with this. But normally we do that, and then and then we released. Last year we have been releasing public demos, like every now and then, like every month or so, and we were collecting feedback from people and tweaking the levels based on that.
yeah, we also went to several conferences to show the game, so we get more players involved in playing the game from different backgrounds, or you say.
So one of the questions that we ask every developer, just because it's always fun to know, every game has its interesting glitches that show up. So we always ask all the developers, what's the most hilarious glitch that you've experienced in the development of the game so far?
Well, you are seeing one now.
Yes, exactly.
You spot it.
When you ask me what is the most difficult thing we are working right now, it's the respawn procedure. We are struggling to put it back on the different layers that you see on the scene. We are struggling to put them all in the correct order again.
Oh.
So there you have one
Because-
glitch.
Because what we wanted to do something different. I mean, in some shoot 'em ups, when you die, you just respawn and continue from where you are, right?
Yeah.
But we are not doing that. If you die, we respawn you from a previous checkpoint in the level. And you can actually tell now that some of the layers in the background sometimes get messed up
No.
when we do that.
Yeah, I saw those lines and I was kind of trying to figure out what it is. But of course, this is also an
This
early
is
alpha, so
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll fix that. Sure, don't worry.
Up to now, we'll say that's the worst glitch we've got, right, David?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That is not bad. So one thing as well, I like you pick up the yellow pickup and I'm getting spread shot. What other kind of pickups and stuff do you guys have planned for when the game launches?
Well, we have several ones, and most of them deal with the dual screen mechanic. So we want to do things that are not just improving your weapon like you have now, but things that play a role in having two battlefields side by side. So you could think about, for example, that you have a pickup. Normally in shoot 'em ups you have like bombs, right?
Yep.
So instead of having that, imagine that when you switch, you would create sort of a small blast around you that will obliterate not the full screen, but like a circle around you.
Yeah.
So things things like that. These are the kinds of power-ups that we are thinking about. So things that exploit the switching mechanic.
And do you have concept ideas for the bosses that will be brought into play?
Yeah, for the bosses we want to do exactly the same thing. We want to exploit the dual screen, and actually, if you see our Kickstarter video, or in YouTube you have our trailer also, you will see that there is a boss that we have in that video. It's not playable yet. We would have liked to have it ready for you guys tonight, but
it's almost there. Sorry,
it's almost there, but it's glitching too much. So we prefer not to put it here because otherwise it breaks. But basically, in that boss, when you look at it, what we do is we have one part of the boss on the left and one part on the right, and so when you shoot in the right part, when you shoot on the left part, the right side kind of opens, and then when it's open is when you can teleport inside it and shoot at the center. But you have to be quick, because as soon as you are inside it, it will start collapsing on you. So you have to get out of it fast, and repeat the whole process again.
Yeah,
and then
I was going to say, for everybody who's watching, or if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to go check out that video, because that boss looks absolutely insane.
Yeah.
It's almost there. I would say probably before the end of the Kickstarter, David, we can show.
Probably before the end of the Kickstarter, we will try to release a new alpha with that boss inside it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and we have other designs for bosses like this. So we have one design that is like a room instead of a boss. It's like a room full of lasers that are moving vertically up and down on both sides.
Oh boy!
So you have to be teleporting really quickly from side to side to avoid that they catch you, right?
Cool.
That sounds intense.
And you will have to, move around those lasers on both screens in a way that you reach the top of the screen to be able to shoot at the core of the boss, let's say.
It sounds like you guys have really kind of... You've really nailed the mechanic, the feature that you wanted to have prominent in your game, and now you're just kind of playing around with what would make that mechanic a lot cooler. So I just want to say kudos. That's neat.
Yeah, that's actually the whole point. I mean, we could do more bullet patterns. I mean, there are, if you look at shoot 'em ups, there are tons of different bullet patterns and and enemy movements, but that wouldn't make any sense in our game because it's been done to death. Mm-hmm. So what we really want to do is to create things that actually exploit this mechanic.
Yeah, we really try to push the double screen or double battlefield mechanic to the edge, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, this first level, for example, is really easy, and it doesn't really show you what can be done with this mechanic, because it's only meant to introduce the gameplay and to have players come into the game. But in the second level, you see a bit more what we want to do with this, and where it can be taken.
Yeah. Let's make sure that this doesn't work. Oh, it is working.
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay, so the controller is working then.
It's just not lighting up.
Controller is working.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're good.
Which controller is it, by the way? Can we ask?
It is actually Archer Mar in chat should be able to tell you. He bought it for me.
Okay.
It's an Afterglow.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we know that few controllers are already working besides the Xbox 360, but we are not sure of which ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have to add full support. Once we have that, we will say, okay, now we are covered.
Definitely.
Well, we know for sure now that
Wow.
your game is ahead of a couple games, because we've had some issues in the past where his controller doesn't work at all.
That's very true.
So you're doing good.
Ooh. All right. Man, this is a challenge. I love it. It's. You guys really have the balance between challenge and fun factor nailed down too.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you guys don't require an easy mode or a cheat mode, just to make it through.
True enough.
Although I will assume that you're going to put a super duper crazy hard mode just for fun, because there's people like Killer Peachy that we know that would probably beat it in 14 seconds.
We are thinking about it's called what's it? One Kill Clear, right, David?
Yeah.
I will forget that name. Well, you will have to play the whole game with just one life. So if you die, you will have to restart from the beginning.
Oh my god. I want to try that.
That would be tough.
That's the crazy mode.
Yeah, that is.
And also, as we have this double screen and the teleportation, we have another mode plan that fits this game rather well. That will be like, I guess you have played Geometry Wars, that they have this pacifism mode where you cannot shoot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So we will have that as an unlockable mode also. When you finish the game, you will be able to play it again, but that time only just teleporting and dodging bullets.
Cool.
Yeah, that was sort of that. Ikaruga kind of had something like that.
Yeah, Ikaruga had that. I think in Ikaruga it was called Dot Eater or something like that.
Okay, this might not be the easiest because I can't actually see the entire thing.
Oh god, nearly spilled my drink. Okay, we're good. So it's A to teleport, right trigger to shoot. So we're gonna let Giant play for a little bit. I want to see how he does too.
All right.
Perfect.
That's your ammo and lives.
Yeah.
One thing I was actually curious of is on the other screen you have the purple dot saying where you would be if you teleported. Did you guys add that from the beginning, or was that like a suggestion from early testers?
That's a really good question. That was a request in one of the first conferences that we attended. We didn't have it from the beginning, and somebody said it's really difficult.
I can't remember. We were playing some other game where they had a teleport mechanic. It was a first-person shooter game, but they were complaining that their playtesters could never tell where they were going to teleport to. So I was wondering if it had kind of a similar backstory, and it is. It's extremely helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we tried on the puzzle levels. It's really important to know where you're gonna jump. So if you're gonna jump on top of a rock or even on top of a pallet in this level.
Yeah,
so
it's
that's
not
why
really nice to. It's not really nice to teleport inside of an asteroid.
No.
Nothing good happens when you do that.
It's not cool, no.
No, you could do blind mode, where you only see one side of the screen.
Oh.
That'd be terrible.
Oh, now you're just being mean, man.
But then teleporting would be like a leap of faith. I mean, it would be just totally random.
Oh, dang it.
Have it there. Ships are collapsing and jumped you to a safe zone. Nice. So, can you tell us a little bit about the main character? I know her name is Jack.
Yeah, her name is Jacqueline Tywood, so shorthand Jack. And yeah, she's the main character of the story. She's this woman that we don't know her past, but we know that she appeared in this dimension of the universe, and the only thing that we know is that her whole race has been obliterated by the bad guys, and that she's the only one that has this ship with this teleporting capability. Besides the bad guys, of course, that have also this teleporting capability, and that's why they are actually in an infinite war, because they are conquering every single dimension that there is available, and there are infinite ones. So they have been at war like forever, and they plan to be at war like forever, because that's the only thing that they kind of know how to do or want to do. And Jack is here is the only one that may put an end to this.
I like that. That's a really cool story.
Hopefully, we'll put an end to it, David.
Yeah, hopefully she will put an end.
Here, eh?
Yeah. That was actually one of my next questions too. I was wondering, the teleportation. Obviously, you are going from one dimension to another. Then, so is there just the two dimensions that players are going to see with the two screens, or are you guys going to be alluding to more?
You mean more than two screens at the same time?
Just the dimensions themselves.
No, in the story you will travel to several places and several dimensions, of course. But in the game itself, it will only be two sides.
Oh, yeah.
Two battlefields at the same time. It's already crazy, you know. If you start adding more, it becomes unplayable.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Having played it a little bit, I think that would be just much too complex.
Yes.
Exactly.
It's interesting. What do you think, Giant?
I'm having trouble remembering what I'm doing. That's just me.
That's a good answer.
It's
Because
interesting
I know
too,
that
'cause-
you got to think about both sides as
Yeah.
you're doing it.
and you can stay on one side for as long as you want, but then you'll run out of ammo.
Yeah.
Not if you stop shooting, of course, but
Yeah.
then what's the point?
Well, you can definitely try pacifist mode. I mean, like, let's try.
Yeah.
Maybe you could just be like this. Like, hey, bro, what's up? Whoa. Not saying I'm actually gonna beat it or anything.
But actually, you are playing in arcade. That is the one hit and you die. So we also have the modern mode where you have a shield around you and it's a bit more lenient.
Yeah, I tried the modern mode. Yeah, because now you have that shield. You only have 3 lives though, but it works out to more because you can take more hits technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you pick up the purple power ups, those are extra hits.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh boy.
No, that one.
It's gonna be one of these times where I'm focusing to the point where I can't actually talk. You know, a game is good when I start like playing with my mouth. I'm like, warping my face to go with the game.
Yeah, I would say it takes a few minutes till you get comfortable with the mechanic.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
after a few minutes, you already have an eye on each screen and dodge bullets on both sides at the same time and things like that.
Oh, jeez.
But at the beginning, it's like, whoa, what is everything?
Yeah.
It's like too much.
Also, the thing is as with any shoot 'em up, the levels are designed beforehand, so they repeat. And the more you play, the more you memorize them, and by the end of it, then you already know when and how you want to approach the level and where you are going to jump.
That's actually
So
one of the interesting
So
things.
after you play a while, you will find that there is an optimum path actually in the level.
Oh, there you go. One of the things I really like about the game is, at first glance, it feels like a bullet hell. That if you're going to be hit, then why don't you just jump to the other screen? And you would think that would make it easier, except that you have to pay attention with what's going on with all the action in the other screen too. So it's way too many times I'm playing it, and I'll jump screens to avoid a shot and run right into a rock.
Yeah,
That's the plan.
Yeah.
that's the whole point. I mean, jumping without looking beforehand is always a gamble. Yeah, you may be lucky and maybe you save yourself, but you may be not.
Nice. Time to do.
Whoa. So
Oh
this is
man,
where
sorry
it's,
guys.
this is where it's gonna suck.
There we go.
So can you actually run out of energy on both sides right now?
The way the game is designed now, yes. If you screw up a lot, you will end up without energy on both sides. But as we were saying before, we want to fix that. We want to change a bit how the energy works.
Yeah, I was about to say I was getting pretty low.
Yeah.
Probably, as David mentioned before, we will go for a mixed solution. So you will get some energy when you are, let's say, on the left. You will get a little bit amount on the right side. So you never get out of ammo, but not enough to avoid killing enemies.
Interesting.
I have this issue where I think that I have to press something for it to start.
Yeah. I was gonna ask for the story behind when Giant died there. The text that came on the screen said, "Where did all these rocks come from?" And her co-pilot was saying, "Some guy named Max from Kickstarter."
Yeah, that's some jokes
That's
that we
all.
are having now. With, I mean, of course, this will not be canon in the story.
Yeah, no, of course. I like that though. That's a cute little touch. That's
Yeah,
the
we
second
thought-
Kickstarter I noticed.
I mean, we thought we could break the fourth wall with this, so why not?
Yeah, no, totally.
I like the games that have fun with sort of the fourth wall deal.
Mm-hmm.
Meow.
Doing pretty good.
Meow, meow, meow.
There is also a trick that this game has, and it's once you get familiar with it, you will realize that you can, instead of dodging bullets with your ship, when the situation gets really difficult, you can just go to the other side and maneuver with the dot, because the dot is invincible, so you could position it wherever you want and then switch.
Mm-hmm.
So what I mean is that, for example, that purple power-up that you pick up before and it was in the middle of the rocks and it was a difficult way to maneuver there, you could do all those maneuvers with the dot and then teleport when you are on the correct position.
Yep.
Jeez.
Then you avoid crashing. Whoa.
That was a close
That was
one.
close. That was
That
really
was close.
close.
And you, almost.
I'm getting kind of fluky here.
Doing good. Doing good.
Oh, geez.
Don't screw it up, Giant.
Shut up.
Don't screw it up.
Don't,
though.
no, I'm not gonna screw it up. You're gonna screw it up.
No pressure. Yeah, no pressure.
You are.
No pressure.
No, you.
They're almost there, but no pressure.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
On the first
Congrats.
try. Now my
Very
hands
nice.
are so sweaty.
Now do it in arcade.
No, dude, in arcade. Oh, jeez. Okay, this is. Yes. Oh, let's just gonna stretch for a second. Oh, gotta limber up.
I'd like to say right now too, whenever you guys have major updates of the game, we would love to have you back on the show.
Yes, definitely.
Because I want to play more of this. I want to see exactly what you get out of, like all the ideas you have surrounding power-ups that will affect both dimensions and stuff like that. I want to see them when they come out. So let us know. Keep in touch.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, as Alejandro said, we will try to bring out that boss before the end of the Kickstarter. So maybe if you have some time, we'll send it to you guys.
Definitely, yeah, that'd be lovely.
The
Oh
boss
my
will be
goodness. Oh jeez. I'm okay. We're good. We're good. Oh, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oh.
Relax, just teleport a lot.
Yeah. Just don't get hit.
Just don't die.
Just don't die.
It's the best advice I can give you.
Don't dead. That's all you gotta do.
Don't
Just
die.
don't dead.
Don't die.
Stop dying.
Nice.
But you were lucky there. You just died just after crossing the checkpoint. So that was good.
Yeah. It's a good place to die.
I mean, there are also. You see that power up? Yeah, that's what I said. Now you can.
Oh,
yeah,
what?
Yeah, where you?
that's an easier way to pick it up.
Yeah.
Oh, you're almost out of ammo on that side.
Shush.
I'm just letting you know.
Just, it's okay.
I ran out of
Yeah,
ammo once.
Another tip is let go of the firing trigger when you are not shooting at anything. I mean, the rocks are not gonna die, so.
Oh,
Oh.
oh my goodness. Yeah, we're good. We're alright. Nothing wrong here. Just gonna fly around. Oh. We're in our happy place. Happy place! Happy! Oh!
Close
What?
in the same
Oh.
spot, too.
Stop. Stop! Jeez.
Whoa, oh. Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
my goodness.
That was stupid of me.
Wow.
I
You
am,
are getting lucky.
I am fluking out so hard.
You were trapped there for a moment.
Oh jeez. Oh, no. Oh, this is a bad place to start. No. I'm okay.
Can you beat it?
I don't know.
We have 2 lives left.
I know.
No, you can't beat my high score.
No, I can't.
Ha!
Yay!
Oh, you did beat it. Nice.
What a terrible score.
What was your high score, Alejandro? Do you remember in this level?
In this level, I don't know. I don't know actually. I think I didn't play that much this level yet.
And in the first one?
The first one,
5 million.
5 billion.
Million,
Okay.
million.
Beat it.
Million. 1.5.
1.5.
You had 655,000.
Yeah,
Oh man.
he can do it. What do you guys think?
What do I
Can he
need?
do it?
Arcade mode, 1,
Level
2. I don't know. It's gonna take a lot. Like you have some crazy combo action going on here.
I will give you a piece of advice. To get the maximum score here, it's all about the multiplier. And
Yes.
the order you kill the big guys. So before you get the maximum multiplier, what is 99, there will be some big guys that you can kill, and some small guys. If you kill first the small guys, before you killing actually the big guy, you will get more points.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That's a bit tricky, but when you play a lot, you will get there. It's what I mentioned before about finding the perfect path to get more points.
And of course, you have to avoid getting hit, because if you get hit, the multiplier resets.
Try.
So that guy, don't kill that guy. Go for the small one.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, if we have time, I want to try doing a high score after now.
And of course, you have to kill like 95% of everything. That
Wow.
was great.
Okay, so I'm at 99 right now.
You're doing quite well.
Yes.
Okay.
Quite well.
Conserving my stuff. I'm staying far away. That seems like it's an important thing. Oh, son. No, I'm okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're
I
good.
need this. Okay. Oh, dang it.
You have 428,000-ish.
So it's almost, is it almost lucrative for you to die? A couple times to get higher score?
Why?
No. Because you have to rebuild your multiplier.
Oh, right.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
then, so it starts you in the same place, though? That you died?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
currently.
Yeah. You can get 99 again. From this point, I think till the end, I don't think. Maybe yes.
I think actually that's a good point. We never thought about that. If you die before the first checkpoint, Alejandro, you can do more points than you.
Yeah, of course you can.
Because if you kill yourself before hitting the first checkpoint, you could redo the levels since the beginning, adding that extra part of the level. So yeah, you could get more points by killing yourself.
There you go.
There.
That's
Only
interesting.
after till the
I
first
think
checkpoint.
that-
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only until the
the
first
first
checkpoint. Once you cross the first checkpoint, that's not possible anymore.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, I missed out on some there though.
Seriously. Oh my god, my ear's itchy. Ah!
Oh, look out.
Oh.
To itch.
Hey! Look at
Oh yeah.
look at blah, 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 blah. What? Did I stutter? Oh.
Oh.
Oh, my ear is so itchy.
We've got 6 minutes.
No! I can't get any of you guys.
Though, even if you did die before the first checkpoint, you're still. Oh no. I was gonna say because you'd lose your spread shot, but as long as it was before the first checkpoint, that'd be fine too.
Yeah, without the.
Yeah, if you die, you
Overlap,
lose
it's
the.
more-
581, you got 655. So if you can beat 655,
Okay.
well, you're still the grand champion, so whatever.
Let's see if I can beat.
Whatever.
Whatever. Okay, lots of little guys. Ooh.
So, little guys and the big guys, right?
Yep.
Yeah, once you raise the multiplier to age 90, then you can do whatever you want. But the first tip is to raise your multipliers as soon as possible.
Sorry, my mom is asking me why she can't get into Hitbox on her phone.
Oh, really?
She uses a BlackBerry.
That's still pretty adorable, though.
It's kind of weird. And she wants to see what I do on a Monday night.
Oh, cool.
Wait, did I put it in the wrong place?
Oh, boy. Okay. We're at 99.
You're at 99. You're at 383, so you're about where I was. So
your points are just skyrocketing.
now you just need to not get your butt kicked like I did.
Yeah.
This is like a relaxed zone right now, so you can enjoy for a little bit
Yeah.
before all the craziness starts.
That spread shot would have been so nice to have
For like
going
this
up
part.
against the big guys, because then you can at least hit both of them at the same time.
I'll just have to take my own advice and just not die.
Yeah,
Don't
just
die.
don't get hit.
Don't die. Oh, you're doing really good now.
Oh, you got energy low too. This isn't good.
Only on one
Whoa.
side. Only on one side.
That's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Some elite moves there.
Whew.
Oh my god, you were so close to getting hit.
Oh,
Oh!
it's really close.
What are you doing, man? What are you
No,
doing?
he got hit actually. He got hit.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
How many times can
Yeah.
you get hit in arcade?
Depends how many. pick up.
Only one, and you die. But you picked up one of the pink power ups, so you had one extra hit.
Okay.
Woo!
Whoa, you are.
That's why you survived. Yes.
Oh man.
Okay.
I mean, we have to add still some feedback to the player, like
You know
when
what
you
you
pick
did?
up the shield power up, a shield should be around you to show you that you have the shield.
Oh yeah.
You know why I did better than you there? Because you didn't die.
You think so?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
'Cause
I think that's an interesting point. We should remove the points when you die.
Hey, what's up, Infinity?
That's a bit extreme.
If you die,
whoa,
you
Start at zero.
we should do that. If you die, we remove all the points from the last
Yeah.
checkpoint.
I mean, you're playing a cross-dimensional bullet hell shoot 'em up anyway, so you're asking for punishment loading the game in.
Or you should get, instead of deleting all the points, maybe it should just be like a docking system, or like a negative point system, and so that you just go down like 100,000 or something like that every time you die.
Now, what I'm meaning is that when you die, we remove the points that you did in the last stretch of the level, in the last.
Okay.
yeah.
All right, no, it makes sense.
Yeah.
That way you
So
can beat
that
me
would,
by
that would be
dying.
like if you didn't play that part of the level yet.
Yes. No, that sounds
Interesting.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
could work, David. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's.
Well,
Alright.
not right now, it's a bit late, but
Yeah, no, right now.
it's a bit late here in Europe now.
Maybe tomorrow.
All of a sudden the game just
Or,
starts going.
even better, let's do that and then remove like 5,000 extra points for dying.
Oh yeah, having some kind of penalty for death would do it perfectly. Perfect. So that is gonna bring the first guest to a close. I'm gonna let you guys go because it's 4 in the morning and you probably want to get to bed.
Maybe.
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah, definitely. But I want to say thank you so much. Thanks for so much for bringing Dimension Drive on the show. It was an absolute blast.
And we would love to see you again. Once you get, get some updates, we'd love to have you back.
Yeah.
Perfect.
See what kind of bosses that you make up and how much you hate us. To see how hard it gets.
It will be really hard. It will get really hard.
Oh, good. Perfect.
Perfect. All right, guys.
Nothing personal, eh?
No, not at all.
No. It's professional. Professional.
Professional, exactly.
I see the Poobas are in the chat, so everybody in chat, make sure to stay tuned. So we'll be back in probably a minute, maybe 2 minutes, and we're going to be playing some of the Weaponographist.
Okay, thanks.
Thank
Have a
you
good
so
one.
much, guys. All right. Polish your tubas because we're back.
Hello.
Get it? Do you get it? That's sharpen. Oh, it's sharpen your tubas. I screwed it up.
You suck.
I know.
You garbage.
So, I love Dimension Drive. That was a lot of fun.
It was.
And what are we playing now?
We are now playing the Weaponographist.
Awesome.
Oh, I don't remember the voices we were doing before.
Oh, dear Lord. So, for everybody who is not familiar with the Weaponographist, it is the second game from some of our earlier guests, the guys that were behind the amazing game Concursion, and they have just had the second straight launch of a game since we've had them on the show. I think they're leading the pack.
Of awesome?
Of awesome. But we're going to try and get them in the call here. It's Danny and Dave from Pooba Games. Since we've had them on the show. Wow. Hey, I hear our show in the background.
Hey, it's our show.
Whoa!
How's it going, guys?
Good. What's going on? How are you doing?
That's good. Good. Just doing a show.
You know, chillax.
Yeah.
What's up?
Just
You know,
I see you on TV. You're famous, and I almost forgot you were famous.
Oh
no,
my
yeah,
God.
we're totally famous with our 11
Famous
people
enough to be
on
going
the
to
show.
PAX. Can
Yeah.
we talk about that for a minute?
We're going to go to PAX, and we're going to hang out with you guys and drink.
Nice.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Yes, I'm really
I-
excited for PAX. So.
I need to lock that down. I've it like half locked down. And I need to get it actually locked down. I would say we're 80%.
We're like 85%. We've got a few things I kind of need to line up before it's like 100%.
Although I am planning to totally drop all of my money just in case.
What are your plans for the show? What are you hoping to get your hands on?
To be honest,
Shake hands. That's what we want to do. We want to shake hands.
When I went to my first PAX,
Yeah.
it was really just about the swag. I want to see how much swag I could get, and I got a lot of swag. But
Nice.
this PAX, it's really we've been doing Average Giants for a year, and there's so many people, so many guests that have been on the show that are going that I really just want to spend like all 4 days in the Indie Mega Booth.
Nice. Awesome. Me too. I'm hoping we get to do that too.
Yeah, I'm hoping you guys are going to be there.
We are applying for the mega booth. I think even if we don't get it, we'll probably be there and come and hang out and try to get a booth. But
Cool.
The mega booth guys are hip and cool, and we would love to join them.
Heck yeah.
And I've never been there, so, I mean, I'll just
It's
try not
gonna
to
be an
fangirl too hard.
experience. It's going to be an experience for you. So,
Oh man.
So, before we get started, for the people who haven't seen this game and are completely confused by the screen that I'm looking at, would you mind giving us a quick synopsis of the Weaponographist?
Yes, sir. In the Weaponographist, you play as world-famous demon hunter Doug McGrave. He is a master of every weapon in the known universe, and he is cursed for being a total jerkbutt. And because he's cursed, all the weapons that you find throughout the dungeon, swords and spears and machine guns and tubas, are going to constantly shatter and explode in your hands, but all of the enemies that you defeat are going to drop a new weapon for you to use. So you're going to be able to very quickly adapt from one to the next to the next. And the quick version is the faster you go, the stronger you get. And vice versa.
Yeah, which I like. Wow, alright. I'm going to start from level 1, though I'm using the game that I've been playing. So
Yeah, definitely.
So the one game mechanic, that separates this from all other games is the fact that you lose experience instead of gain it.
over time. Yeah.
Well, you gain it, but quickly lose it.
So, for those who haven't seen the game before, basically every time they make a kill right now, that red combo meter in the bottom right corner is going to grow a little bit, but the meter is always draining. And that's kind of the curse taking hold. Whenever you're not saving this town, you're getting weaker. And the idea is, it doesn't matter how much combo you have or how many kills are in your combo, as long as it's not empty. If your combo meter is ever empty, then your experience is going to drain instead. So all that hard-won experience and those levels that you've gained can bleed back away, making everything harder.
Which is interesting. So, let's talk about the elephant in the room. This game is
Yes.
available and has launched.
Yes, it's less than a week old. It is a brand newborn baby.
And you guys have had some amazing reviews, actually, on Steam. I've been following it, and you're quite positive.
Yeah, thanks. It's pretty awesome. We're at, I think, like 97% positive reviews right now, which is crazy. That's like super exciting and cool.
Plus, we got a really positive review from GameSpot that they kept on the front page of their website for like a whole day. So I was fangirling over that.
It was really cool. Yeah, it's been a crazy week. It's been, mostly us just like ego searching ourselves, trying to find people talking about us and just share videos or read what people have to say. Mostly good, but sometimes also sad making. It's good to have a mix.
Yeah, totally. So, obviously, we know you guys from, way back before you were cool.
Yeah, we've never been cool.
When you're still making Concursion.
Oh,
and, that's 2 successful launches for you guys so far. What's your secret? And how are you doing this so freaking fast?
The fast part, I don't know. Is this backward to say because we're small? I mean, it's only a handful of us. Dave and I are kind of the only full-time poobahs, and work with just an awesome art team on this project, though. I'll drop names like David Logan and Joseph Rentoul and Mike Shanks and Ashley and Drew and Ian and Russell and Nick. And I'm probably missing 1 or 2 people. But yeah, I don't know. Fast. I don't know. It's weird. Because we work in like a non-orthodox way compared to most modern indie games. Like, we're not using any out-the-box framework. We're using the monstrous framework that I built for Concursion. Mm-hmm. And so, I don't know. On the bright side, it's cool. Like, I feel really equipped to just change and add whatever feature we need. On the downside, now we're about to start the process of porting, and we don't know where to begin.
Oh,
is that going to involve you like changing up the code completely, or?
We're probably going to have to completely reprogram it, yeah.
Oh, man.
That's right. All the assets are done, all the concepts. It'll go a heck of a lot faster.
Yeah, that's very true. That is very true.
What'll be the hardest port?
Literally, since we released, 4 or 5 days ago, I have not yet begun digging. I just started the very early steps of, finding out, hey, console people, would you be interested?
Oh, man.
So regarding the speed that we churn out games, I frequently feel like I'm actually in a superhero movie, and we just haven't discovered that Danny's an X-Man yet, and so he just operates at about 10 times the speed of a normal person.
Danny is the forge of video game development.
Yes, and eventually I'm going to lose my mind and get stuck in a machine.
Perfect. Oh man. Well, it's funny because I think it was I think we can say this now, but it was when you guys were just about to launch Concursion. And you said, man, I can't wait till we get the next game up and ready for the show, too. And I was like, do you want to take a minute and launch your first game first?
Nope. I've been so restless for the last couple of weeks, I guess. Ever since... You can't lock the game right before you launch. You have to lock it a week or 2 before you launch so you can do all the final, QC and things like that.
Oh, yeah,
and the moment I wasn't able to keep programming, new stuff, I started losing my mind. Just looking for things to change and weapons to fine-tune. And we added a new mode, and we added a couple other new modes that are going to be forthcoming.
Wow. That is actually, I should point out, that I was just having a chat about this. It's kind of a controversial topic, but that reasoning right there is usually what leads to day 1 DLC in AAA games.
Oh yeah,
right.
Because you've got to lock the game, and then you've got to get it. Especially if you're doing it on consoles, you've got to get all the approval of whatever companies you need to go to. And then all your coders and stuff, if they don't have another project, they're just sitting there twiddling their thumbs, making more content.
Right, and that's exactly where it came from. Because exactly in our case. Even as tiny as we are, we translated it to a few languages, so we had to send it to people who actually know those languages to get, the translations approved. And Dave's our entire QC staff, so I would drive him insane if I was making changes the night before. At some point, you need to be like, yes, this works and we're cool and we'll stop. But I'm the least patient person in the world, so I wanted to make new things. I couldn't just wait.
Yeah, speaking of day 1 DLC, we theoretically could have had it, but I'm dragging my heels on testing.
Yeah, it's true. We technically have a DLC ready to go. It's in the bag.
Wow.
The longer we wait, the more likely it is it's going to grow. I want to answer Fleeting Infinity from chat's question real quick.
Yeah.
Basically the idea of Fleeting Infinity is there's 2 things that affect how much damage you do. You can train in town with all the green and blue globs they're picking up in the dungeon is goop, and you can use that goop to buy all sorts of upgrades, like more health and run faster and hit harder. And so your actual damage is based on 2 things. One, it's based on that screen right there, how many times you've upgraded each of your weapons and trained with them, which will make a specific weapon do more damage, and then your actual level based on experience will make you just do more all-around damage. So, in a perfect world, you're level 1 million and you've upgraded your weapon 100,000 times. But bleeding so basically room by room, your enemies get tougher and tougher and tougher, and their hit points go up and up and up. But you can combat that by keeping your combo, and if you full combo a whole level, you can actually level a little bit faster than the enemies do, and especially on the longer depths, you can really start to one-shot enemies and really make some progress. Conversely, if you drop your combo too often and lose that experience in bits and pieces, then all the enemies are going to level faster than you, and it'll all progressively get a little bit tougher.
So there is some strategy involved in this.
There is. The strategy is never take a breath and keep going.
Yes, totally.
Strategy is don't die and don't get hit.
The interesting thing too, because I'm sure we'll show it off tonight, but you have quite a few bosses too between levels, and you have a really interesting save mechanic, which I'd love to talk about for a minute or two.
Yeah.
If you don't mind.
Well, yeah. So the idea is, every time you die, you do wake up back in town. But throughout the dungeon, there's all these different checkpoints, and all you have to do is clear the room the checkpoint's in, tag it, and you can save your progress. But the thing is, the checkpoint doesn't just save your progress; it also saves your experience and your weapons and your remaining durability and your combo. And so it's possible to lose a ton of experience right before you get to the checkpoint and barely make it there, and kind of have a bad under-leveled checkpoint, or conversely to have a really good checkpoint. And so there's a little bit of strategy in deciding whether indeed you want to use your checkpoint, or if you want to step back and kind of head back out from town from the start, or maybe just use something in between one of your older checkpoints. I don't know, I think it makes for a cool kind of game loop where you do the best you can, you fight, you get as far as you can. Eventually you're going to die, and then you have that decision of, do I want to step back one with these new upgrades that I've gotten since I die, or do I want to just keep going and make the best of what I have? And then the checkpoints also cost some of your kind of permanent currency, your goop. And so that's always a question too of, if I'm saving up for something, would I rather step back and make more goop, or do I want to use it right now to continue my progress?
So that's one of the issues I've had. It's a bad checkpoint right before the first level boss. So I mean, it's fine. I can go and play the boss right away if I want to, but it's also very, very under-leveled.
You're also encountering a mechanic, no, or not. It looks like you've just beaten the first boss off camera.
Yeah.
Every time you beat a boss for the first time, the whole game gets a little bit harder. So, despite using all of your upgraded weapons that you used to beat the boss himself and all these enemies are a little bit tougher. And so we do that to kind of keep all the old depths fresh and to keep them constantly engaging and fun, because it's so easy for a noob zone in an RPG to just become a place that you never go back to. But it's worth saying that every depth drops progressively more goop than the one before it. So if you're farming in depth 2, you'll actually get more goop over there, but you can still use that to upgrade whatever weapons you want, even the depth 1 weapons, and come back and crush the depth 1 boss.
It's really neat. Oh, crap.
I'm sorry I'm not saying much. I'm just focusing on the game itself.
Yeah, that's I can relate.
I haven't actually had a chance to play it yet.
Oh, yeah?
I don't actually have the game.
Oh, really?
Well, I'll have to fix that.
Yeah.
Because I definitely play this on stream. We are planning on potentially starting up daily streams.
Nice.
It's just a matter of the logistics of where and when and how and what pants to wear. And,
That's because Giant lives with me now. This is why this is happening.
We're roommates.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. I want to move in.
Okay.
There's some space
where can I sleep?
somewhere. There's a couple couches.
Well, yeah, Giant took the garage, so...
It's the bro cave now. It's like, if it's a nice day, I just gotta open my door. Get to be outside. Half my room's outside now.
Doesn't Peachy live in the garage?
No, we have him tied up in the attic.
Yep.
Oh, no.
He doesn't need much space. He just needs his controller and just beats games left and right.
Yeah.
I figured just sunlight and water.
Yeah, he pretty much just survives off of, ooh, get ready for tough guys, sweet. He survives off of Giant's tears.
Yeah. He's like the Stig for video games.
Oh!
And I'm not going to do any some say jokes because I just watch it hardcore.
Can you do accents?
Oh man, we did an entire week of accents.
Our abilities to voice act are just impeccable. It's just that nobody wants to pick us up because for some reason
Yeah.
I think we're just too good.
Oh yeah, totally.
Right.
We recently started a
Yeah.
stream, and for whatever reason, I don't know how it came about, but we ended up on a 50 Shades generator, doing as many weird voices as we could.
Okay.
So if you ever wanted to hear Jimmy Stewart talking about his baloney pony, that would have been the stream to be at.
Yeah, if you want to hear Kermit the Frog read some 50 Shades generator. What else did we do? Oh yeah,
Terrible.
we had a guy, Austin Exotics, who he read Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life in a very seductive movie preview voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nasty.
That was horrifying and hilarious.
Anyway,
Who knows? You might see some of that tomorrow somewhere.
Ooh.
all right, take the plug out of the stream, please.
Somewhere, I don't know.
Yeah, there we go.
So I'm gonna say what you're playing right now is a really interesting setup. You're playing what I would say is the hardest content you could play right now because Deft 1 got harder when you beat it.
Yep.
But you haven't bought more upgrades since beating it, so it's fun to see you start on this.
I'm fine. Didn't you see me beaten up in that shmup game?
He's fine.
I
I
did.
don't know. He just this is to make the game a real challenge for everyone else to see how good he is at games and whatever.
Right.
The best part about the Weaponographist,
combo.
when I first started playing this game, you start upgrading and you're like, oh, the sword is my favorite. I'm only gonna upgrade the sword. But eventually you start loving everything. And so right now I'm currently, I don't know if I like the Tommy gun or the bow more, but I just kind of go between.
I think the Tommy gun's is more fun because it's just a spray shot versus the bow. I mean,
Bow goes through everything though.
is it actually a
does.
piercing?
Yeah.
Oh, it
pierces.
is. Oh, okay. Okay.
job. Oh man, it's gonna be a lot of goop up in this.
Trextro
So
says.
goopy.
It's so goopy.
Trextro says, "Do Kermit and Bane."
He was in that
Merely
stream.
adopted the darkness. I was born in it.
I think that's my favorite Bane.
That was prepubescent Bane.
Oh god.
That was like
You
old,
were born in it.
elderly rich Bane.
Yes.
Like she was swirling a glass of white wine.
Oh man, I miss talking to you guys. I always like having the boobs on the show.
Yeah, fun. Like hanging out.
Yeah.
Average, I want to point out that you're actually holding a magic right now that can be activated with the spacebar if you're playing on the.
Yep. I
Keyboard?
have my controller, which is left
Okay.
bumper.
Yep.
Yeah, the fiery circle.
So when
Which
you
I completely forgot that I had it. Thank you.
Can you fall in that hole?
You cannot. No. There's scary things down there. Why would you want to?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just saying, like,
Which
if
has-
you forget what you're doing and you just like fall in.
We toyed with ideas like that, but it seemed like it would be insta kill, and that might be frustrating if you're on the 20th room of dungeon.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to punish people too hard like that.
Or you could do like a silly animation falling in and then see him like climb out.
Right. Yes.
Oh, shell shock.
Oh, and do a really horrible voice too.
I was just making Turtles in Time reference.
Then I'll do a Nintendo Skate or Die reference. No way, dude! That was my favorite song ever. I used
too.
to, before I played the game, every time I just turn it on and listen to that song, and then play.
That, and I would spend a ton of time in like that double ramp mode
Yeah.
and just getting cut in half. Because if you like turned upside down and then landed right on the peak of the ramp, it would just split you in half.
Yeah, and you could jump into people's houses and
Yeah.
you fall off one spot, you like land in a garbage bin. Yeah. Oh
It was
god,
amazing.
I owned that game and I played that game way too much. Although I never actually beat the arcade mode. It was just way too difficult.
It is. Yeah, I think I have once or twice, but it was like years after I first played it.
Yeah.
Oh, nostalgia. Yeah, I owned that game in 1993. 8 years old.
I still have it.
I unfortunately gave all of my Nintendo stuff to my cousins when I purchased my Super Nintendo.
Ah, checkpoint.
I still have all my games except my Sega games. I blew up my Sega and I regret it.
I know.
Oh man.
I'm slowly making up for my past mistakes by purchasing Nintendo and Super Nintendo games again.
Nice.
When I get a chance.
Where do you get them
of
from?
course. My one buddy works at a pawn shop, so he gets them occasionally. And if I really wanted to go out of my way to grab some Super Nintendo games or Nintendo games, or basically any game like that, I could go to the neighboring city, which is called Edmonton.
Okay.
And in West Edmonton Mall,
Oh, that place is terrible.
it used to be the North America's largest mall, but
Did it shrink?
no, they're just bigger ones now.
Oh.
But there's one place in there that actually sells retro games.
Yeah, but they like charge collector's prices.
Oh
It's
yeah, they gouge you
ridiculous.
good. I mean, I could have purchased the 52 games in one Nintendo cartridge for the low price of $350.
Oh God.
Just go on eBay.
Yeah,
Yup. There's
Okay.
a place near me called Game Dude, and I love it, but it's steep. It's so expensive.
See, so here, it gives me a choice if I want to do the old save or the new save. The new save, I have less hearts, which is terrible. Same weapons, oddly enough, and I have one more level, so why not?
I keep the new level, yeah.
Yeah.
you gonna do this? You gonna get wrecked? Oh, sweet! It's a barfing Robo T-Rex.
Yeah, I didn't want to tell you because I knew you'd freak out. when
Oh,
you
it's
saw it.
amazing. He just barfs things. It's awesome.
Oh man, we brought like a special build to PAX East and to Resd in London, and in London a bunch of players named this guy the Chundersaurus.
Oh man, that's a good one.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be Mecha Chundersaurus. Just because.
Mecha Chundersaurus.
Yeah.
He's the last of his kind, and if you kill him, there's none left. So I just want you to bear that in mind while you carry this battle out.
Oh, mercilessly.
You gotta face the consequences, man.
Oh man,
Can you bring yourself to do it?
Yeah.
Is there-
Use the magic!
am I bad enough to do it? Thank you.
I'm gonna give you a pro tip too. By killing those enemies, you can keep your combo. You've actually lost a level since you've entered.
Oh lol.
Whereas if you kill them, you can gain a level.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that'll actually make you do a lot less or more damage.
I'm trying to remember which weapons I
Ouch.
have upgraded the most too. Not that it really matters. I mean, you pick up what you pick up, but
I don't think you're gonna make it, man.
no, it's
I
not
believe in
looking
you.
good.
Unless hearts are dropped, I don't think you're gonna make it.
No.
Oh
Took
boy.
that one.
Whew.
I think you're done.
No. You got this.
Right as you say it. Thanks.
I said
blame you
think
entirely.
you're done, not I know
I
you're
blame
done.
you entirely.
Rest in
You
peace.
done got
defeated.
blurfed.
I done got blurfed by the Chundersaurus.
Mecha Chundersaurus.
There's your box line.
So now you can take all that delicious goop and pay the vendor of your choice for upgrades and go in and get revenge if you want.
Indeed, we will.
Can you go straight to the
Chainsaws,
boss now, or do you have to make
I
your
can.
way? Oh.
Yeah, with that checkpoint you can.
Wow, that was a lot of upgrades. Sweet. See, so we go here now, right? And then
Yep.
boom, that's the checkpoint that we just saved.
And you get, and it takes 90% of your group.
No, we keep 90%. Oh no, it does take.
Oh, it takes that, yeah.
It takes.
So strategically, you want to buy everything you can before you use it.
Yeah, yeah, we didn't lose out on much.
Don't get rexed, as they say.
Oh,
How come you only have 2 hearts?
nobody says that. That's what I saved with.
Oh.
Oh my goodness!
I have an odd feeling you're not going to do this either.
Wow, thanks
Nah,
for the
you got
thanks
this.
for the
Oh no,
confidence,
it's totally
bro.
confidence. I have so
Jeez,
much confidence
bro.
in you that I believe
Oh, yeah,
in
you can
you.
see that
I just
spirit
know
image,
you're going to
though.
fail.
Use the magic!
I did. It just ran out.
Oh, that spirit image is a lot stronger.
Holy
Yeah.
cow.
Give me the goop.
Grab a spur. Grab the spur.
Whoa.
Googly moogly.
Great
Googly
googly moogly. Oh, that's Snickers commercial.
Well, that was a timely reference, no?
It was from Super Bowl. Come on. Or no, not from the Super Bowl. It's from like a NFL or something.
it! You don't know how to kill dinosaurs!
What?
What?
I did. So, I'm mimicking you.
Do I really sound like that?
Yep.
Oh!
I think we should let him go.
Don't forget to bring a tail.
hard!
We're all gonna laugh at you.
Oh, God. Alright, now we're in Zone 2 with my favorite enemy, the lion-taming lion tamer, who is a lion.
The human taming lion.
He's just a lion tamer, guys. Why do we got to
Yeah, he's a lion
discriminate?
tamer.
You have to be specific. He's a lion tamer. There, that's... I don't know how you'd write that. You put like a semicolon or
He's the
something?
lion-taming lion tamer who's a lion.
He's a lion, comma, tamer. His first name is Tamer.
Punctuation is so important these days.
Yeah.
He's Tamer the lion tamer?
Meet the lion.
Go make
Tamer.
a flag slide. Meet the lion tamer. I love it.
So his name is Tamer.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you think it was?
I don't know. I think his name is Gary.
I swear I didn't die this time. I just decided to come back. I think I can pretty good. Oh yeah, that's. Check everything else. I can get a double goop rune.
Oh man, I can't even think right now with this game. I'm just watching it and enjoying it.
And now we can just go to level 2.
Indeed.
Punch your way to level 2. How many bad guys are there?
I think there are, not counting bosses, about 30 different weapons with 30 different enemies with about 30 different weapons.
That's cool.
So we've seen,
Yeah,
seen very little so far.
oh indeed, yes.
Oh, yeah.
You've probably seen 20% of the weapons so
Well,
far.
you remember how long Concursion was?
Yes,
Only 70 level.
Yeah.
That's small. Come on, compared to nowadays.
So, considering our first conversation, I assume your guys' third game is launching next week?
Well, I'm thinking, what is it, May right now? I'm thinking last April. I'm thinking 2014.
Yeah, it's in a skateboarding game.
Yeah. We didn't even know. It's already been launched.
You guys have already developed the time
I thought you played
machine.
Skate or Die.
Wait, you guys making Skate or Die 3?
No, they made Skate or Die.
Skate or Die with a Vengeance?
Live free or skate hard.
Zombie
Wouldn't it be
Skate or Die.
like
Die Hard so much.
skate
too.
hard or die free or something like that?
Oh,
A good day to skate, die. A good day to
Yippee-ki-yay,
skate.
California.
Good day to die skating.
No. I'm gonna stick with a good day to skate dead.
yeah.
By the way, best Die Hard ever was Die Hard 4.
Oh yeah, the not Live Free or
Yeah, it's Live Free or Die
yeah,
Hard.
yeah.
Oh,
the latest
yeah,
one
with
was
the fire.
horrible.
The
That's
latest
the only
one
one I
was
played.
terrible. I mean, because we all know that all you have to do to get rid of Chernobyl radiation is spray something.
It's better than
Right.
Indiana Jones in that fridge.
You know how they were lead coated and stuff, I guess, right?
Don't judge. You've never defeated aliens. You don't know the rules.
I like the fact with that movie that it was completely pointless. Because in the end,
Oh, yeah.
okay, sure, they find the aliens, but then they just kill the woman and disappear. And they're like, oh, guess we're going home now.
Yep.
Biases.
Ah! Tuba!
Just managed to kill.
Oh,
Jeez, was
I
that a
love the
barf
tuba.
tuba?
It's a new type of magic. Ready for it? Oh, come on.
The power of the brown note compels you.
The R flat.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what they called it on South Park. The brown noise is the R. Is an R
The R
flat.
flat.
I don't know if notes go that high.
Well, isn't it low? Do I know? I don't know how music works.
I don't know either. All I know is that's what they called it, and that's how they made it so that the entire world crapped their pants. And some to death.
I'm so glad that you said that because now I have an excuse for that day that happened. No, I know why it.
Cough, cough.
The day the world collectively crapped its pants. Yeah.
That was a really good Keanu Reeves movie. Do you remember it? The aliens come down and they like disintegrate people out of the nanomolecules, and then like he looks in the air and the UFO comes and everyone craps their pants.
I know Kung Fu.
Oh my god. We've reached a new high.
Oh, you guys are the whole package, aren't you?
If you need poop jokes,
Man, we are gonna have a crazy time in Seattle.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure there will be days we will forget.
Get ready for speedsters?
Yeah.
Alright.
Dave, where did the "there's a special thing happening" sound come from? The "Row."
That's Dominique Key, the voice actress who did. That's one of the characters from Concursion, our Princess Honeybluff.
Oh, crazy.
There was a point in time where she screamed, and I got a lot of utility out of that sound. It's actually the Banshee too in this game. It's the scream that won't die.
Huh.
But also, I was banging a lot of pots and pans in the kitchen.
Oh, I love Foley. It's great.
Yeah, all of
That'd
the
be
sounds in
fun
this, or almost all, are Dave doing Foley.
It's the best stuff when you get to hear people's, original sounds.
Most of the time you can't even tell.
I know, but still, once you know that it is, then it's like, oh, that's special. They put
Yes, I
some-
don't like to tell people because then they just say, "Oh, well, I could totally tell." I don't tell them.
But
I think
I don't know where
stole
most
it.
of the sounds came from. Give me what's one of the weirdest sound sources you used?
Well, only because I've said it, I guess, to other people, so it's not a secret anymore. The whip is just my belt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just
that's
cracking
funny.
it in the air like the whipmaster.
Yeah. You can be the whip
Did you
master.
knock over various microphones in the process?
No, I think I had the microphone in various spots, like it was on the floor, or it was on the bed or something, and then I would just crack the whip in the air until I got a good take. Or the belt, I mean.
Big giant is me.
What are you doing?
I'm doing my staff work.
That's really, you have to be really close for that to work, don't you?
So, well, same as the chainsaw.
Yeah. It also has a propeller effect built into it. If you hold it down and, if you hold it down, then it pushes you around the room, so you can speed up and use it almost like, after boosters.
Yeah,
okay.
that's cool.
Neat.
Items unlocked.
So that death sound right there, that's actually the sound of me biting a kitten on the face.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, I use that in
Were you
audio
cheesing?
school.
What's up with the South Park references today?
I don't know.
Oh.
Where's the place that they go to? The land of awesome boobs or whatever?
We have to go to the Tetropolis.
Nipopolis.
I saw that yesterday for the first time.
We have to go to
Oh,
the
The heavy metal
brestuary.
episode?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
amazing.
snap. What have I done?
What'd you do?
Started at level 1.
That's right.
See, I didn't die. I decided to come back.
Decide.
You actually can do that. If you pause it, you can return to town.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
I know, see, because you're in the future, and so that's hard for me sometimes.
It's okay. It's okay.
Boobopolis.
Is it Boobopolis?
In the brestuary.
The breast.
Is that where Bebop came from? Bebop from Boobopolis?
I don't want to know where Rocksteady came from, man.
It's the opposite. It is rock hard. It's a cold place.
Ow! You
Well,
can't take me!
Their whips are way better than yours.
They've been using it their whole lives. I use any weapon, anywhere, anytime.
You gotta learn to be adaptable.
They were
These lions,
molded
they don't-
by it.
Oh, God.
So they were born in the witness?
Yeah. Oh, you. I don't know if you're doing good enough. I'm
I
assuming.
can't even
so.
hear, I can't even hear real Bane voice in my head anymore. All I hear is, the sing-songy lady version.
You have yourself a cup.
I don't need a cup. There you
Be
go.
louder than that.
There you go. I was born in the dark. There. That's enough. We do frickin' Bane voices every frickin' stream.
No, we don't.
Break.
Oh, broke his microphone. Good night, everybody.
I couldn't do it. I did my best.
Broke something in the process.
I still have to do it that way.
All you gotta think is 1 part Deckard Cain, 1 part Dr. Evil.
So, okay, I can do that. Yeah.
I spent my childhood in the Himalayas where they ritualistically shaped my testicles.
Better. That was much better.
That was 80% Dr. Evil.
That was better than the 85-year-old white woman.
Feeling John.
In the darkness.
Do you feel in John?
Oh my God! Where did
I was curious of what would break first. Your back on my china.
Oh
God.
This is the weirdest episode ever.
I love the whip. I love it.
Oh man. Alright, so what's your favorite weapon so far?
The whip.
The whip?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
The more I use it, well, right now the whip is my favorite. The tuba is also amazing. Of which it is thoroughly sharpened.
Yes.
Tuba.
The sharper your tuba, the more piercing the brown note.
Just keep this in the back of your mind. When you kill a person with the tuba, you are making them crap themselves to death.
So
You feel that rumble in your bowels?
Yeah.
That's power.
When you hear whoa and they fall over, it's
a
because
Malarian
their
instrument.
bowels just ruptured and they died.
God. What a shitty way to go!
Oh!
So who would win, Betty White as Bane or Rue McClanahan as Lex Luthor? Does Rue McClanahan get to have the power suit?
Rue McClanahan.
And is Betty White on Venom?
Yeah,
I want to see
they're
Betty
playing the
White on Venom.
I honestly
Oh,
think
I
that
really want to draw that.
if you said B. Arthur, then I would say B. Arthur would just like decimate all.
I am heavily
Yeah, they're
influenced
from
by
beyond the
Deadpool, and so I too have a crush on B. Arthur.
Jimmy Stewart is the Riddler.
Yeah, that already happened. Jim Carrey.
Okay, I'll give you that one. He was a good Riddler. I'll probably get
Yeah.
lynched for saying that, but I really
Riddle
like
me
No,
it.
this,
I agree.
Riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big black bat?
I feel like Dave's gonna disagree with me, but that's my favorite Batman outside of
Me
like
too.
the trilogy.
No, that one, well, I would have to probably go with Adam West movie as my favorite Batman,
Okay.
but then Batman
Yeah.
Forever. For sure.
Yeah.
Like everybody hates on Batman 2, and I'm not sure why that is. Because for me, that was my favorite. I really
Was
like
that Batman Reloaded or something?
no,
Batman 2 was
the
really good.
Batman 2 with Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman and Danny DeVito as the Penguin.
No. You had
Was
me
that Danny
Michelle
DeVito?
Pfeiffer.
Yeah,
I
it
heard
was.
That
I heard
was.
a fun fact about that movie with Michelle Pfeiffer with that cat suit. It was actually vacuum sealed, so she could only wear it for five minutes at a time to avoid suffocating.
Wow.
Wow. I heard that they actually bred a woman with a cat to make that movie. That's just science. I mean, that's
Science,
they do.
yeah. I mean,
Hollywood, they go too far sometimes, in my opinion. They just go too far.
well, you know the movie The Island with Dr. Moreau. I mean, that was actually real manimals in there. So
Right. Yep.
it's just easier. It costs less in the long run to raise manimals
But-
as
but
opposed
that
to
movie
put
is
makeup
from-
on for
that-
8 hours a day.
That's from literature, though.
Right. They had to make the manimals for the book. Otherwise, I mean, how are you going to get an idea if it's not real?
All literature is true.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
There's science nonfiction and nonfiction.
Suck that plant. Suck my nuts, plant. Get it?
There's historical fiction and there's future historical fiction.
Yeah, all future books or future related books are just, they're gonna happen, they just haven't happened yet.
Right.
And, you know, that whole fifth dimension kind of deal, that's where you can get all the different types. You just gotta
That's
be
where you
the-
hide your spaceship if the current dimension's too busy.
You gotta be in the right one, that's all it is.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh.
So you guys really have the whole sense of being able to shop after you die, and then wanting to use all the new things that you've bought has really given it kind of a replayability or a lasting value. Was that something that you did like through game testing, or was that just kind of something that you had thought of beforehand?
It was part of the original plan. It was, a lot of games in this kind of top-down genre are really hard, but also kind of like require you to play through the whole thing if you die, Mm-hmm. And I think we wanted to make it tough, but not punishing. And so, like, I don't know, it struck a good balance in my mind where you're always making progress. Somebody who's like best in class at genre might blaze through with minimal upgrades and, just a few deaths. But someone who's, newer to the genre can dive in, make a slower pace, and kind of learn as they go without having to, like, brute force the first level.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was in mind from the beginning. Just kind of, we wanted to be, Concursion was so intentionally niche and so intentionally, like, targeted for people who know how to play games and love hard games that I think we wanted to make something a little bit more inviting, even though it was, still going to be a little tough.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I wanted to bring it up because that's ever since like Rogue Legacy and that, it's something that I find is coming up more in roguelike games, even in like Crypt of the Necrodancer, where you have permanent upgrades, and it really kind of adds a lasting value. It gives it a much higher fun factor. So there are so many times in Isaac where I'm having an amazing run, and I die to something really stupid, and I go F this, and I just
and you're just done for the day.
Rage.
Yep. I do that almost daily right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You making Isaac runs right now?
Playing Lost right now, aren't you?
Constantly. Like one of the things that I still have to do is I have one challenge left, and it's beans.
Oh yeah.
And I keep getting some good stuff, and then just screwing it up hardcore near the end. But
I got to the...
But now I'm trying to do Lost, and I can't do anything with the Lost.
Ooh, no. I just got to the Lamb for the first time today.
Oh, nice. That is an interesting fight.
Yeah.
But
I went in with such a... I beat the Lamb for the first time today, but I went in with like a crazy build that just DPS'd it in like no time. It's a Tooth Shot and 2020 and a crazy high tier rate and also blood tears. And it was just like a stream of death.
Yeah. I find it interesting though because there's more of a trend towards like the Weaponographist where you've got permanent upgrades to kind of it curbs the difficulty factor for people that need it curbed. So eventually you'll see the entire game's worth of content.
And I think there's room for both because I would like really tough games, but at the same time like that's not what everyone wants to play, and I think it's possible to be, challenging and fun without being exclusionary. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know. That was maybe a better way to describe our goal here was to be tough. Like Dave and I have speed run the game against each other. I can get to the second boss before I die my first time, and like that's really satisfying. But you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Like the challenge is almost optional in that sense.
I actually kind of believe that Rogue Legacy is in the realm of almost too hard.
Really?
I cannot do anything in that game.
I cheated to finally beat it.
Ah, there you go.
I almost fully capped my upgrades on my first run, and then I still was having huge troubles on some of the bosses, and I just cheated.
Like I've literally only beat the eyeball.
Yeah, I think that was the only boss I legitimately beat.
I can tell that Peachy's been watching the show because we're talking about Isaac, and poof, he logs into Isaac.
No, he's just going to beat the game just for fun right now.
No, he's playing the Lost right now, too. He was on, like, minus 200 something.
I was at minus 90, and then I was just like, I'll just beat the game with Azazel and put it back to 1. So now I'm at minus 4.
Oh my god, I love the whip.
You need a turbo controller, man.
You can.
Or the power glove.
I used one to cheat through Psycho Mantis.
Power glove, so bad.
He says that he'd know that it was the turbo controller, but he lied. I realized later because he's a villain. Of course he's gonna freaking lie.
Yeah. I trusted him.
Yeah, most people did.
You know what Metal Gear Solid really messed with me? It was Metal Gear Solid 2. When there's a point when the what's his name, the Colonel,
Yeah.
looks right out at the comm calls, and he makes a comment along like it's during that period where you're having all the hallucinations and things, and he makes a comment along the lines of, "What time is it? Shouldn't you be in bed? Don't you have school in the morning?" And it was like 4 a.m. and I'd been playing all night and I was dead tired and I was like, "Oh no, yes sir," and I actually stopped. I just paused it, put down the controller, and went to bed.
Those games are always really good at breaking the fourth wall, like cleverly.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, talk about Psycho Mantis. The fact that you have to, put your controller into the player 2 slot—that's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Oh my God! Just give me more whip.
So what do you think you could do in 12 minutes?
More whip. Is it already that time?
It is already that time.
Oh, crazy.
Every time we have the poop is on.
Well, once you start talking about South Park poop and Nintendo games.
So join us next week when we're streaming the Pooba's next game.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to be having a 1-month special on every new Pooba game that comes out.
Yes.
We're gonna try to release them faster than you can cover them.
You're going to release them as fast
Bring it.
as Five
Bring
Nights
it.
at Freddy's, right?
Oh.
Someone did ask. Ooh, yes. Those are. Yeah, it always seems like there's a new one. Isn't number 4 rumored to be coming?
Yeah,
No,
they say
it's
October
official.
31st, so I think it'll be in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody asked if our next game was going to be the Weaponographist, and I think it sounds right.
Yeah. That's hard. That's hard to say. no to.
Basically, all you have to do is make a DLC mod where everything's naked.
Right.
That'll go well on Steam too.
Yeah.
And Lara Croft. Everything is naked Lara
Oh,
Croft.
of course.
Bad guys, good guys,
What
bosses.
genre
best-
of Lara Croft? Like the original with like everything?
Oh yeah, low poly.
Polygons.
Lara Croft.
You ready for week? Yes.
Got a little sexy polys.
And each of the 30 weapons is a different love implement.
Oh,
You
well,
mean
got
like
a little
roses
Saints Row.
and candy, right?
Nah, I like rubber stuff.
Got a little Saints Row 3 in this.
Yeah.
Hot coffee? The hot coffee mod?
Oh,
Yes.
I love
Whoa,
the
it's
octopus.
a squid!
It's an octopus.
Octosquid.
How funny is comparing hot coffee and the controversy that it stirred up with just like what's just regularly in GTA 5?
I couldn't bring myself to buy Mortal Kombat X, and I love the series. I've always loved it, but I couldn't do it. The gonad popping sequences put me over the edge.
Oh, yeah. We were watching a friend play it, and she did that, and I just went... Though I haven't been able to buy Mortal Kombat since they implemented like those X-ray shots and stuff, because I just get nauseous.
Right. It's cool because, I mean, I know the whole game is insanity, but the fact that I can be like, crush your skull, shatter your eye socket, pop your gonads, 20% damage.
Yeah. And he's up and walking fine again.
Right.
Yeah, that's
I
the
did it
only
to him
thing
twice
kind
in
of-
one round.
That's the only thing that kind of took me away from that. The game was just like, okay, so you just gouged the guy's eyes out, broke his face, and like severed his spinal cord. Oh, he's fine. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's
I
still...
mean, as long as you don't, poop in the neck. That's a real jerk move.
Oh, totally. Alright.
Dude, yeah, it's a
bombs?
dude.
Oh, bombs.
I love the bombs. They are actually one of my favorites.
Oh, jeez. Well, throwing them with that much force and speed.
Almost as good as whip.
You can spam
Whoa.
them too. The theme of Dep 2 is spamming.
Is
Yeah.
Is the tuba one-time use?
2 times.
2 times.
2 times.
Oh!
Softly.
Oh, by the way, Five Nights at Freddy's becoming a movie is going to be the stupidest thing ever. You want to know
PG-13?
why? Because Scott Cawthon is a very devout...
No, don't say it. We don't have to
I
go
don't-
there. So what I did
I'll
want to
look it up.
talk about before we have to go is anybody who wants to pick up the Weaponographist. It's on Steam. How much is it?
It is $9.99 normally. It is $8 right now. We're doing a launch week discount.
Oh, snap.
It is even less if you own Concursion. We're doing a little loyalty discount on top of that.
Oh,
Very cool.
wow.
Yeah. So there is no better time to buy a million weapons.
While you're waiting for Borderlands 3.
Yeah.
Holy crap, you got 10,000
Yes.
goop.
I do. Oh, wow, I do.
Goopiest.
What are you going to do with all that goop?
All that goop up in my...
No. No. No.
I want to know where that was going to end.
I don't know where that was going to go.
I think there's
but I
only
don't
one
think
way
I
for
want
that
it.
to end.
I'm fine with that, not knowing where that's going.
You're good
Grill.
at
I
not
wanna say
knowing where it's
grill.
going?
All that goop inside your tuba.
In my
Lady
tuba.
humps?
Tuba's so sharp too.
Yeah. You really got to get that tuba tuned.
No, I like it sharp. No,
So I'm gonna ask because I think it's cool. It's like the first time we've done like a voice acting like professional of any sort. Have you guys seen the new trailer that we put out for this? Just a couple days ago.
No.
No.
It's like a proper voice acted trailer. I think it's the coolest thing in the world.
So
It's pretty
we
good.
should watch it.
Yeah.
How long do we have?
We have 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Okay, so maybe at the 3-minute mark we'll go and watch the new trailer. So
All right. It
who's
is
the
the
voice
7
actor?
minute.
It's a
It is
Ed
7-minute
Mace.
trailer?
No, it's no.
Good God.
It is
Voice
Ed
actor
Mace.
is named Ed Mace.
Ed Mace. Okay. Do I know him from other stuff?
I should.
I don't know
the
if you
answer to that. Yeah. I'm not in your brain.
You'd be surprised. I know. Call Me Giant.
What do you know? What?
But who does he know?
What do I know? I don't know
Who do
anything.
you know?
I just sit here and giggle.
You may know him from such films as Not in My Basement and Not in My House.
That feels really dark to me, and I don't know why.
Speaking of the Weaponographist.
Yeah. Not in my house. Get in my basement.
Oh, we got some crazy cats going on here. No, don't go this way. The cat almost
Oh, my
decided to
cats.
go towards me.
Should we get the
over.
invincibility rune?
Maybe you should. I don't know what it does.
Health up. Oh.
You have 10,675. Come
I
on.
want all the things.
Get all
I
the
want
things.
all
Okay.
everything.
Got it. Got it.
Can I have all your stuff? I want your goop.
You want my goop?
I want all your goop.
But that's my goop.
Gotta be something you could buy still with 1,700 goop.
Or buy you. Would you like 1,700 goop?
No.
I tried.
I want a sandwich.
You want a sandwich?
Yeah, give me a
Oh.
sandwich.
I'll take a sandwich. But there's no goop on the sandwich.
No,
is there?
no goop on the sandwich. That'd be weird.
The wet pornographist. Good lord.
God.
Good golly. Okay, we're gonna find
Sweet sassy mo.
See, sweet sassy molassie.
Don't worry, I am purposefully standing still.
Purposely.
Yeah, because I'm finding the Weaponographist trailer.
The launch trailer.
The launch
Coming
trailer.
soon to a face near you.
Minute
To a
26, 3 days ago. Yeah.
Sounds reasonable.
Sound indeed. Nope. There we go.
Gonna
Nope.
put it up on the
There we
screen. Gonna show everybody.
go. Indeed. So,
Pay
we'll
for
do
the
this.
world.
We have to do... You know what? No, I can't do that. Oh yeah, I can. We're gonna go to the IGM full screen so that everybody doesn't have to see me working around with this. There we go.
Whoa!
I like
this,
looking at
all
you.
this empty space. Oh, waiting. Oh,
The luxury.
The luxury.
just have to listen to the preview, the trailer now.
Yeah,
Have to watch it.
exactly. There. It's a region. Oh.
One man. One desire.
Oh man, the Pablo Francisco reference.
Yes, thank you.
No
Yeah,
way.
I got everybody into Pablo Francisco.
Back in high school.
One way in, no way out. Ugh.
They're trying to steal my tortillas.
I don't know who he is, but I want him and his tortillas dead.
Oh, I'm glad that it's not limited to my circle.
Wow.
Well, I haven't thought of. I referenced that to Dave the other day, but I hadn't thought of it in like a decade.
I follow Pablo Francisco on Facebook
Oh, my.
just to see if he'll ever do his improv outside of certain areas in the United States. But
Okay, we're ready. You guys ready?
do it.
3,
do it.
2. Okay, it's playing.
do it.
Doug McGrave, intrepid adventurer, master demon hunter, total asshole. For refusing to save a town that couldn't pay up, Doug is immediately and deservedly cursed. Now, Doug is forced to save the demon-infested town of Hellside, as all his hard-won weapons shatter in his hands. Swords, spears, chainsaws, tubas, whatever this is, and this thing, all junk. However, Hellside is a dungeon with many fiends, each with their own vile weapons. So defeat your enemies, take from them what you can, adapt, go fast, and conquer. But better hurry up. If you ever slow down, the curse takes its toll. The Weaponographist. Because weapons and stuff are great, and Doug is such a cool hero. And Hellside needs your help, I guess. And beware of magic spells. Out now on a computer near you, so buy a computer.
Oh my god. Oh, wow. Wow.
It just says we can't watch.
Did they not see it?
Did you not see it?
No, I see it. Yeah, yeah, I saw it on screen.
I saw it.
That was amazing.
That was unbelievably good. Holy crap.
Oh, jeez.
You are unbelievably good.
Oh,
We were
you.
trying hard not to giggle. It didn't
That
work
was
at all.
impossible not to giggle. Wow. So, nothing. I'm at a loss for
Yeah,
words.
okay, that's it. Well,
I'm at a
thanks
loss
for-
for words.
Thank you guys for being on the show. I guess we'll see you next week
Yeah.
with your next game.
Thank you for having us, guys. Thank you for letting us hang out.
Yeah. Oh, I
We love you.
We love
we
you
love
too.
you. We will see you. We better. Sorry, let me rephrase that. We better see you and your tortilla stand in Seattle,
Yeah.
or else, boom.
Or else we're gonna find out where you live and we're gonna go out for tortillas.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, if you find out where I live, I'll make you a sandwich.
Okay.
But you have to come get it. You can't just find out.
Okay. Okay.
This is the best deal ever.
I love it.
Tortilla sandwich.
Yes.
It's just
a bread sandwich.
just tortilla with bread. All right.
Yep. I love it.
Your finest stuffed with your second finest food.
All right. The duck stuffed with nachos.
It's lobster,
Lobster.
stuffed with tacos.
The Futurama?
No, it's
Simpsons. When Mo had money.
Yep.
All right, but that's going to call it for us tonight, guys. I wanted to thank you so much for being here. I always love having you guys on, and the Weaponographist is an amazing game. Congratulations on such a successful launch. And
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys do now.
Us too.
Yeah, we don't know what it is yet. Something.
It's called
Things.
resting and watching the Weaponographist.
Ah, come on,
be
that's
awesome.
boring.
Taking a vacation or something.
Yes, and everybody else, make sure to check out both the Kickstarter for Dimension Drive, which was our first guest, because they need some love, and that game is amazing. And go buy the Weaponographist, because that is the developers are selling it for cheaper than they should. So you should go buy it before they realize.
I'm going to Steam to raise the price right now. No one go. Everyone slow down.
Raise it to above the price it is.
Yes. All right, but from everybody here at Average Giants and IGM, I want to say thank you again for watching. Thank you again for being guests on our show, and hopefully we'll see everybody again next week.
Oh yeah.
Love you.
Thanks, guys.
Good night, everybody.